Hello beautiful friends, it's Leah Marie here with a special pick-a-pile reading. This week you will notice 3 different doorways in front of you, and each one has a different form of wisdom behind it that is ready and waiting to be awoken within you. So I invite you to take a few nice deep breaths, connect with your heart center, and allow your intuition to guide you to whatever image is going to give you the message that's meant for you this week. And you will notice timestamps in the description box below for pile 1, 2, or 3. Hi pile 1, I am excited to see what doorway number 1 is going to bring you today. So I am going to be pulling cards from 2 different decks for you guys today, and the decks will be listed in the description box below if you're interested in checking them out. We are going to begin by pulling some wisdom-based cards specifically because I was getting this strong sense that there's a new flow of wisdom that wants to enter your life, but it's about you opening the door to it and or walking through a new doorway to access it. So we're going to see what wants to come out for you guys today, what's going to support you on your journey. So if you did come here with anything specific in mind today, just hold that intention for clarity, insights, awareness, guidance. As always, these readings are designed to help you wherever you are on your path in whatever way is best for you guys. So take what resonates, leave what does not. If you need to get in touch with me or you have any questions for me, you can feel free to check the description box below. All of my contact information is going to be in there for you guys. And if you really do have this resonate with you, you take some good nuggets away from it, I do love hearing from you guys in the comments or direct messaging, just to kind of see how this is resonating, if you like this style of reading, and you know what you're looking for more clarity or insights on as well. I am happy to take some requests for potential topics from you guys as well. So, and as always, thank you for all those likes, shares, and subscribes and comments. I so appreciate you all helping the channel grow. So a lot of love for that as well, guys. Ooh, and I see one that's reversed here, so I feel like that is the one we want. So we're gonna try something a little new with my fun little golden sun here. And we're going to start with this central card, which is solar plexus chakra. And it says, I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. So I will bring that card in, and it's really a lot of these amazing golden colors and a figure in there that's really feels like she's stepping into her personal power to begin to either awaken it more deeply or rise within it. So all the golden. So this is really total focus on yourself, your personal power, growth, and development, and really coming into a new stage of wisdom within yourself. So it may or may not be, you may not be able to see it on here, but in her hand over here, she is radiating light. So she's creating light, she's creating magic, she's creating medicine, she's creating healing energy, I'm feeling. And so there is this deep energy within you at this time that is ready to be birthed, ready to be brought forward into the physical reality. And I just love, even with the lighting in here, this is just like, it's just all golden. So it's really, you guys are golden right now. You've just stepped through this door, and I'm getting another energy notification. It's like you've just stepped through this door and you are on your way to a new wealth of abundance as well. And so we did have abundance as one of our recent reading topics, and so I feel this could for some of you be stacking on or a reiteration of that. You're coming into a time of great abundance, great wealth, great good fortune, great nourishment, flourishment, all of these words I'm hearing inside. So it's a really prolific time for you, and it's all about you being in your personal power, and that is what is the key to unlocking all of this abundance. So it's really going to be utilizing the wisdom of your soul that you have acquired up to this point in your life, in the soul's journey that you have been in and on for potentially lifetimes for some of you, and really bringing that into the forefront in new and profound ways. And so we're going to take a peek at who else is here from our Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And we have the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth and true prosperity. And so I'm telling you guys that picked this pile, this is just, you are stepping into this amazingly abundant doorway where everything is going to be possible. Everything that you could dream into being is possible for you now. And so I feel that you have been working on tapping into different manifestation styles for yourself, different focuses, doing healing that's opening up these new doorways for you that are allowing you to be able to really manifest more physical wealth. And whether you can see it on the video or not, on the bottom here we've got like piles of gold, and there's gold vases, and there's some Egyptian sculptures, and there's just the wealth that I'm feeling. It's definitely not limited to physical material wealth only. I'm also seeing it, so as that says prosperity, it's like prosperity in general. So I'm getting this sense that it does have to do with like better job, better house, better car, better, insert whatever it is that you've been wanting to either upgrade or increase or open up new potential for in your life. And so like this is just, having this as our central card just starts it out already by showing us that this is just, you are exuding the vibration of abundance right now. So it really feels like you've come into a deeper alignment with your soul. And it's not to say that you're done with your journey. Our journey is ongoing, continuous. We're always going to have that opportunity to expand and continue to grow beyond our current inner borders. And so this is just showing you that the work that you've been doing, more and more rewards are going to start coming in. So I know for some of you who have communicated directly to me, you're like, oh, Leah, I've been doing this work for so long. And I'm like, where are my rewards? When am I going to start seeing my stuff in the physical reality? And this is a huge sign to me that it's like, you are already having some of that stuff there. So one thing is going to be start to notice more of what you already have materially that you didn't have before you started your journey of healing, inner work, transformation, whatever it is for you guys. And secondly, it's about having faith and trust in the universe that as long as you keep in this vibe of focusing on love and light and unity and compassion for yourself as well as others, it's going to continue to yield more and more abundance in your life. And so you're going to start to see more and more of that the more you continue to allow yourself to focus on that, okay? So super powerful within that. And then we're going to go over here to the sun dancers. So I am telling you guys, like, all this golden energy, like, you guys are so golden. It is just like, whew, it's big. So the sun dancers bring forward joyful activity, celebration of a life, and what, you might ask? Abundance. So, and interestingly, this card is 32, which breaks down to 5, and this card is 6. So we're getting a progression of abundance. And so I'll kind of bring this in a little bit more for you. We have 2 figures in there that are just dancing in the sky together and really twirling in this abundance, celebrating life, celebrating all of the gifts you already have, celebrating how far you've come on your journey, and really allowing yourself to see that you have been on a journey of stepping into your personal power more and more. And even in sometimes, let's say it feels more subtle, or you still, the ego always wants to show us what we haven't done. It's not going to let us focus necessarily, or it's not going to focus us on things that we have done really well. So the sun dancers are also coming through. And it's interesting because there's almost like this stone doorway in here as well. It's like they're inviting you to come through this door into new abundance so that you can truly see how far you have actually already come and how much golden energy is there. Like normally I would be like, oh, I want you guys to see this card so much more, but it's literally what everything is coming through in all of these cards and what I'm seeing inside. It's like I want to put my sunglasses on because the light is so bright and the abundance is so prolific that you guys are just in this amazing, amazing position to start manifesting the life of your dreams at ever increasing paces. So if you're not feeling fully in this yet, this is what is in store for you because of the work that you're choosing to do, because of the positive focus that you guys are picking up. And you might drop it down sometimes, but then you pick it up again and you keep showing up for yourself. And the more that you do this, the more you're going to have this amazing wealth of abundance come to you in all ways, shapes, forms, sizes, okay? So really powerful energy for pile one, doorway one today. And so I'm sending you so much love and light. Really keep that focus on your personal power and what you are here to do and manifest. And you're just going to see that shine, shine, shine so brightly. So would love to hear from you guys in terms of how you're seeing this manifest or what's going on with you in your life. And I am wishing you all a beautiful day, week, month, and I will connect again soon. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. Thank you for coming to the channel today, for clicking on Pile 2 and preparing to open and or walk through a new doorway to wisdom. So I will have a couple different decks that I'm using today, which will be listed in the description box below, along with all the ways that you can get in touch with me if you want to book a personal reading, want to share, want to check out our online shop. Any of that kind of stuff will be down below for you guys. So I do truly appreciate all the support you've been bringing to the channel. Really have a lot of love and gratitude for all of you guys and the ways that you've been contributing. So thank you for that as well. So I am going to just see what we get here, and we've got one that just flipped out right away here. So I do feel like I need to take that one, but we'll see what else wants to come out here as I get another shuffle in. So with this reading, we're going to look at 2 Wisdom of the Oracle cards to kind of see what wisdom wants to come through for you guys. And I'm being called to grab that one. And then we're going to get one more card from this deck here. And so if there's a specific intention you guys have been having, I've been getting this inkling from you, Pile 2. There's maybe a little bit more specific clarity you're looking for than Pile 1. And or just a little bit of, I don't know, different energy coming through with you, those of you who picked this pile. So maybe you've been a little more curious, or you've been asking more questions of the universe, perhaps. So hopefully we'll get you something that gives you some great clarity, or at least points you in the direction of where to go next for you guys. So I am excited to see what comes out here. I'm feeling this very strong root energy. So we'll see if anything comes out related to the root chakra, but it's almost like this strong earth connection. Getting a little crazy over here. This strong earth connection that feels very grounded in Mother Nature. So maybe even spending a lot of time in Mother Nature. That's really just where you connect strongest. Ooh, we're just gonna clearly shake out the house here is what I'm feeling, and we're gonna use this new piece here in the center. We're gonna start with our center card that popped out and sort of knocked everything else down, which is interesting because it's balance, which is card 29, which also breaks down in the way that we would add this up. It comes to 11, and so I really like the energy of that because we don't break down 11 or 22 or 33 because they're master numbers. So 11 is a really strong master number, life path number. And the message with this one is I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. So interesting as well that I was knocking all the cards down, and I would say, you know, I know that everything that happens on this channel happens for a reason, and sometimes I go through a reading and I don't bump a single thing or knock a single thing down. Other times, no matter how diligently I try, I still do anyways. And what the message I'm getting with this is it's sort of like that destructive / creative energy. So sometimes we would see that, like if we were talking in Indian gods and goddesses, we get sort of a little bit of Kalima and Shiva and some of this, energy of creation, destruction, and really to find the balance is what I'm hearing. So we're seeing this figure, feminine figure in a zebra, and it's all the palette of black and white. So it's not saying everything is black and white. It's telling you it's time, the new wisdom that wants to be accessed, or the wisdom that's meant to be brought forth, has to do with balance in your life. Balancing out the doing, the being, balancing out how you're investing your time, the things that you're choosing to do with yourself and your time, and really allowing yourself to be more inward. The feminine figure on here, her eyes are closed, and even the zebra, it's like its eyes are just a teeny bit open. And so I'm getting this strong sense that this has to do with going inward to find your balance. And I'm even feeling this like really strong energy coming in through the heart and the throat chakra. So I don't know if some of you guys have been feeling a little choked up in your throat or your heart, or finding it more challenging to find balance in those areas. But I'm getting the feeling from you guys that there, for some of you at least, is perhaps some stuff related to your throat chakra and or your heart chakra that might need to be balanced. So take that if it resonates for you guys, leave it if it doesn't. But it's really coming into this overarching message of the wisdom that you have is about how to bring balance into your life. And part of how we attain that wisdom is by seeing what doesn't work for us, and then also looking at what we would like instead. So we can start cutting away the things that are weighing us down, so we can bring the scales back into more balance. And this is a message that's been coming through in a variety of different ways for people on the channel. So I don't know also if we have a lot of Libras on the channel. I am a double Libra, so sometimes I do tend to bring forward messages of balance more because it's one of my life purpose missions here. And interestingly, 11 is also related to that life path number of balance. And so I'm getting this sense for some of you, you might be Libras, you might be really resonating with the need or the desire to have balance in your life. And so this new wave of wisdom is meant to help you with that. And so we're going to take a peek. So this is that first one that sort of chucked out of the deck here, and it's the Horse King, which is all about assistance and control. And when I see this, it's talking about, in this sense, divine assistance. And so divine assistance to help you bring more balance. And when it comes to control, the message I'm hearing is not that you are meant to control, but that the balance that you seek is going to be able to happen when control is put in balance. And what that means is where you see where you are in control, and where you see the universe is in control of things. And so even in this, as we look, it's like there's a gentleman who has a crown on his head, and this horse is almost like bowing to him. So there's a time and a place where that co-creation between us and the universe, that needs to be in a beautiful, perfect balance. And when that happens, that allows that to permeate into all areas of our life. And so it's bringing me to, I did a recent retreat in Colorado, and control was coming up a lot in that for different people, where there was the desire to control the situation. And even in myself, I wanted to control. I created a schedule and agenda, and I was like, yeah, we're going to do this. And then I get there the first day, and the universe is like, nope, throw out your schedule. I'm going to take you day by day, moment by moment. And so I had to relinquish that control and be like, okay, cool. I guess I'm going to go along for the ride. Even though there were parts of me that were being challenged at different times, not feeling like I was in control of things and how they were going to unfold. And through that sort of process of surrendering to the divine assistance, I was able to see what I did have clear control over was my emotions, how I was going to talk to myself about the situations, how I was going to feel about each thing that was being determined by forces outside of my physical body. And so with that opportunity, was able to see that if I surrendered control to the universe in those arenas, as in I didn't try to resist what was happening in the moment, I just went with it and chose how I wanted to feel. Did I want to feel like it was positive and informative and divinely guided and going to get everybody everything they needed? Yes. And when I put that focus on it, that's exactly what happened. And so, in order for you to bring balance, what I'm hearing is it's about you seeing your part in your creation story and your life and the things that are happening and how you're choosing to frame them, how you're choosing to talk about them, how you're choosing to talk to others about them, and what are you choosing to feel inside about all the things that are happening and unfolding in your life on a day to day basis. And if when you assess that, half of your language isn't super supportive and positive, then there's space where you can bring more balance by looking at situations and assessing them more deeply as to what are they really trying to show me, what are they trying to teach me, what can I take away from this dynamic that's going to actually help me rather than feel like a potential hindrance. And so I am just getting this vibe of there's just like a lot of energy that might need to get moved out because I keep wanting to like knock things down. Like that's the energy where it's just like just clear the slate and start over again. That's where we're going with this. So there could be some of that energy too for some of you where it's time to like clean house, clear things out, like start new, get rid of the riffraff for some of you, which doesn't have to do with people necessarily, although it could be in some cases, but I'm feeling it more of like clean the clutter, clean the stagnant energy, get out this stuff that's like your scales being weighed down over here. Well, what's weighing it down? That's what Spirit's saying. What's weighing it down? Because that's only for you to determine. And then the next flow of energy that's coming in is the Lady of Lightning. And she comes with surprises, sometimes shock, and a total paradigm shift. And so for some of you, I do really feel like there is this burst of energy that wants to come through to shake things up. And so even like the knocking down of this, so sometimes when we get that like Shiva energy that comes in and just like wipe everything out, it's with intention. So it's like sometimes things do need to be like taken down completely to the ground in order for newness to come out. It's like the story of the phoenix. You have to like die to the old ways, be burned off, and then rise from the ashes. And lightning is kind of that same energy where we're getting that electric and fire component. And then there's that scorched, singed energy where it's just like blasting away everything that isn't really serving us anymore so that we can come into that balance and really powerful energy that has that ability to create a total paradigm shift in your life. So for some of you, you might have been on this sort of track and pacing with things. It was taking you in one direction, but hasn't been really as fruitful as you had hoped or would like. And this is telling me that part of what is going to happen as you embrace the wisdom of balance is that you will be able to shift into a whole new way of perceiving your life itself, which is huge when it comes to what you're then able to do from that space. So really powerful energy, igniting new balance in your life, really lighting up, and that lightning can come in and illuminate things that maybe do need to be changed or restructured for you so that instead of being a weight, they're actually either taken off or they're turned into something that is a blessing and a gift and restores that balance in your personal inner scales. So thank you so much for choosing pile 2. Sending you a ton of love and light for an amazing week. Take care. Hi pile 3. Thank you for coming to the channel today and for supporting a new doorway of wisdom. So I'm really excited for you guys. Cards piles 1, 2 already were just stellar today. So really seeing some powerful energy coming through for the collective tapping in, which is awesome. And I'm going to just invite you guys to be open to the wisdom and how it wants to communicate with you, how the things want to, sort of resonate, or some of the things might not resonate. So again, just really feeling into the messages that come through today, taking away what you need for you personally and how you want to apply it to your life is entirely up to you. So I am going to be pulling cards from 2 different decks, which will be listed in the description box down below, as always, as well as all the ways you guys can get in touch with me if there's anything that you need, if you want a personal reading, if you want to check out our online shop, all that good stuff is down there for you guys. So many thanks for all of you who are supporting the channel, contributing, and continuing to show up with your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. It has been beautiful, wonderful, and it really helps me keep the energy flowing to continue to show up for you guys each week. So appreciate that. And I am getting this interesting energy. There's been like maybe some more silence for this pile because these cards feel so sticky, and they did not feel this way for 1 or 2. It's like this energy either of slow, like I'm hearing slow like molasses, so maybe something's been moving really slow for you, and that could be a struggle, and or there's just been a lot of silence possibly, or like the need to be more silent. But there's like this sticky, and yeah, I just got that analogy of slow like molasses, so whether that resonates for you or not, take it or leave it, but that's just the insights that come through as I'm channeling sometimes. So in terms of other energies I'm feeling, because with you guys I'm just also feeling, yeah, this need to clear my throat, so a little stagnation in the throat chakra possibly for some of you, or there's a clearing out I'm hearing, a clearing out of energy in the throat chakra. So this new wisdom is likely going to bring that to the forefront for you, I'm hearing, in terms of helping you clear out some things that are ready to go. And so powerful wisdom with that for sure. And so we'll see if anything related to the throat chakra comes out in this deck. There are chakra cards immersed in this one here too, and we did get a chakra card, but not the one I anticipated. And we will start there. We are going with our magic sunburst here to kind of help you through this new gateway. And so we have the sacral chakra, which is number 10. So also completion of a cycle for some of you, which may be relevant. And the energy coming through is I feel comfortable in my own body, and I am sensitive to other people's feelings. So if you take a look here, and not knocking goodies down, I'm actually going to just scooch this for right now. So if you take a look here, we've got this really strong sacral energy coming through that is being ignited within you at this time. And so helping you connect really strongly with your own energies, especially like your own sexual energies, your own creative energies. So the sacral chakra is really rooted in with our creative house. So we're getting more of the orange tone. So it does have a lot to do with you, and even where she has it. So yeah, so whether you're male or female or however you choose to identify, she does have this sitting in her womb area, okay? So that doesn't matter if you do or don't have a womb. It's our house of where we birth new creations. And so the wisdom coming through for you guys is really going to be related to new creative endeavors, new wisdom coming forth through your creative house. And so the more open, the more aligned, the more balanced that your sacral chakra is, the more you're going to be capable of creating in your physical reality. And so I am also just realizing I flipped this over when I picked it back up, interestingly, which I didn't even notice consciously. So Spirit's like calling me, like, go over here. So we have the wise woman of Wonderland, which is integrity and compromise. And so I'm seeing this, I'll bring her in. So you can see she's perched up on her little mushroom with a little rabbit. I always get this very like Alice in Wonderland vibe from this, which I'm sure is probably part of the essence of the creation, since we are looking at it as like this Wonderland energy. And so it is, though, you can see she has a wand in her hand. And so she's creating her reality. She's creating this wonderland, this paradise for herself. And I'm getting this strong sense that this is tied to this, in this sense of it's time for you to become a more conscious creator. It's time for you to step into this space of being able to consciously create the reality that you really want to manifest into being. And now that's going to be different for each of you in terms of how you do that, what that's going to look like, what you're going to create. Because maybe yours would look a little bit more like Alice in Wonderland's world and all of the different size options and the different plants and talking animals and all that cool stuff. Or perhaps you have an entirely different type of reality that you want to create. Now, I understand as I'm saying this, some of those things seem more mythical or outlandish perhaps to the conscious mind. What Spirit is trying to say, though, is it's like you are the creator. You have the capacity to birth things into reality. So it's more about, are you choosing to do that consciously, or are you unconsciously creating throughout each day and then living in a cycle of things that aren't really meaningful to you, or that aren't lifting you up, or that aren't feeling magical and sort of more mystical or mythical in that sense. And so it's like really time for you to look, if you want to embrace your wisdom of creativity, of course, then you want to look first at what is your relationship like with creating, whether that is your, creating on a creative level, sort of like making art, making music, making movies, writing, that sort of thing. But it can also literally come down to the reality that you're creating by the thoughts you're choosing to focus on, the stories you're choosing to tell yourself, the things you're choosing to believe or not believe to be true or not true for you. It's all of those things. And so we are creating, we are choosing our reality in every moment. It's just some of us are doing that more or less consciously than others. And so this is calling this wisdom to open up within you now to become a clearer channel for grace, to become a more conscious creator, and to really step into that light for yourself. And so we'll pop over here and we have the eyes of beauty. So positive expectations and clarity. And so this card, she is actually kind of a veiled woman. So it's really more about the energy of the eyes and seeing clearly, and not just seeing clearly with these beautiful peepers that we have in this life, but seeing clearly with that third eye as well. Seeing clearly, what is it that you want to create? Being honest with yourself about what you currently have been creating and whether or not that's the type of life you want to continue to be creating, or even your creative endeavors. So I was just listening to a podcast yesterday sort of about monetizing our creative endeavors, right? Which I know a lot more people are wanting to do so we can work from home more and like have these more fulfilled lives, which I am 100% on board with, and will also be sharing other nuggets with you guys about how to do that, because I actually do that for a living. And so part of what I recognized within that, though, was looking at our creative endeavors. And one of the things this individual shared was like, make it be something you're passionate about. Like, if you're going to try to monetize anything that you do, it needs to be something that you really enjoy and are passionate about. And if you aren't, then your likelihood of succeeding in that arena is very slim. Plus, what is the value in spending time doing things that you don't really enjoy just because you can make money doing it? It's like, it's really, the universe is asking you to really look at, what do you want to do? Set aside temporarily the whole like naysaying critic self that's going to tell you, well, that's not possible, or this isn't possible, or that's not realistic. And it's more about coming into like, literally, what do you want to birth? What gets you excited? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing with your time? What do you really have fun investing in? And start sitting with that and focusing on that and exploring what that is and what that means to you. And then ask the universe to bring you these awarenesses to help you see clearly, how could you use that nugget that you really enjoy to turn it into something that you could create, and create to such a degree that you could make a living doing what you love and still love doing it. And so for whatever reason that's coming through with you guys, like the wonderland for you is about being able to create a life where you're only doing things that you love. You're able to make the living that you need and would love to have and enjoy, and you can have that success. And so this wisdom flowing through is really, it's starting to come forward at this time to show you that that's possible, even if you're not sure how just yet. it is entirely possible for you, and part of it is believing it to be true for you, starting to tell yourself that story and starting to come into that space of connecting, opening, harmonizing with your sacral chakra so that you can be in that really beautiful, strong, creative flow for yourself. And so, really cool energy here. One other nugget I'm feeling, so positive expectations is what they wanted me to come back to. And so really like not being attached to your expectations, but putting positive ones on them. So changing your dialogue of, I hope this is going to happen, I wish this is going to happen, maybe this will happen, to, I am so excited to see how this happens, or when this happens, or with whom this happens, so that you're not attached to the exact way or time or with whom. Rather, you are putting out the energy of knowing that you are going to get the positive outcome that you are hoping for. It's just going to be in a time, space, and way that may not be determined by you, okay? Because it's really going to be determined by the universe. And so just being open to that and putting that positive expectation out there of like, yes, I can create my ideal reality. Yes, I can create my version of Wonderland. And yes, I can live and breathe and be happy and joyous and actually really embrace this gift of life every day from this day forward if I choose to. And so I highly recommend you guys intuitively, energetically, that you connect with this, however this resonates with you, whatever this means to you, whatever you might need to do in order to come into a deeper level with this. I highly encourage you to connect with this energy, to see the power that you have within you to be a conscious creator with the universe, to manifest your ideal reality into being. So many blessings, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Take care, guys.